The Boy Who Went to the North Wind. 북풍에게 간 소년. Long ago, in a snowy village, lived a boy and his grandmother. One day, the boy was taking bread to a neighbor when a powerful gust of wind blew it away.
Whoosh!
The boy was upset.
That was our only loaf. I must go to the north wind and ask for it back.
He climbed icy hills and crossed frozen rivers until he reached the cave of the north wind.
North wind, you took my bread. It wasn't fair.
You're right. Here is a magical tablecloth. Lay it down and say, "Cloth, set the table," and food will appear.
The boy thanked him and started home. But that night, he stayed at an inn. The innkeeper saw the magic cloth and switched it while the boy slept. At home, the cloth no longer worked.
It's okay, dear. You tried.
But the boy went back to the north wind.
The cloth you gave me didn't work.
Strange. Then take this donkey. When you say donkey, drop gold. It will give you coins.
Again, the boy stayed at the same inn. And again, the innkeeper stole the donkey. The boy returned home empty-handed once more.
I'm going back again.
The third time, the north wind gave him a wooden stick.
Say stick, hit, and it will protect you.
That night, at the inn, the innkeeper tried to steal from him again.
Stick hit.
The stick chased the thief around the room until he returned the real cloth and donkey. The boy brought them home, and he and his grandmother lived happily, with warm food and enough gold forever. The end.
In a village full of snow, a boy and grandma lived below. One day he brought some bread to share, but the wind blew it into the air. Liz, oh no, he cried with worry and dread. The north wind blew away our bread. He climbed the hills of icy blue and crossed the rivers frozen through. He found a cave so cold and wide and called the north wind from inside. You took my loaf? It isn't fair. You're right, said wind, I'll give you care. Here's a cloth so magic and neat. Say cloth, set the table and it gives you a feast. The boy set off, his heart so light, but stopped to sleep at an inn that night. The innkeeper peeked with greedy eyes and swapped the cloth before sunrise. At home it didn't work at all, but grandma smiled though it was small. I'll go again, the brave boy said, and found the wind where cold winds spread. That cloth was wrong? Then take this prize, a donkey that drops gold coins of size. The boy was thrilled, but once again he stopped to sleep at the same old inn. The sneaky man took the donkey too, and in the morning, no coins, no clue. I must return, I won't give in. This time I must outsmart the inn. The north wind frowned and tapped his chin. Here's a stick, now try again. Say stick, hit, hit when danger's near. It will protect you, never fear. That night the inn grew dark and still. The keeper crept in for another steal, but the boy stood up with courage quick. The stick hit, he cried, and up jumped the stick. It chased the thief from wall to wall until he brought back cloth and all. The donkey too was safe and sound. No more tricks would come around. The boy went home with joy and cheer, with magic food and gold each year. He and grandma danced and sang in their happy home where joy